Here we're entering decon. Oh. Okay, so we got to get our face mask and everything on. I have my thingy on. Let me get my mask on. And PPE beyond this point. That's our little locker room, little private bathroom, little seating area. We kind of squeeze in there for lunch sometimes. Shoe covers, bouffants, everything else you want over here in the decon. All kinds of enzymatic detergents, more shoe covers, face shields, gloves, distilled water, etc. Here we go, into here. Coming in, these are the carts that we bring from the OR. The bigger ones we take down to CVOR, cardiovascular operating rooms, because they have the robotics usually. They're using those, so it fits long ways in there. These are the normal ones we just keep up here in the OR. And there's another one. So we need to have multiple ones, obviously, so that they can be replaced. We exchange them so they always have one. Here's the wonderful 3 sinks that we keep hearing about. There's the soak, the wash, the rinse. Usually we only use a couple because we soak and wash and go this. So, you don't always need to use all 3, but that is the most proper way and by the book to use every single sink. And that's the buttons we use to release the enzymatics. Notice I'm not touching anything here. I've already cleaned and washed my hands. They're the special gloves we use. They're not like the normal gloves for everywhere else. They're a little thicker, a little tougher. They are a little resistant to some of the poking when you get hit needles or whatnot on your hands. I've noticed it doesn't tear it quite as easily. What else? Oh, the ultrasonics. The ultrasonics, we kick it to start it. It runs for about 5 minutes. You can see there's a small little vial in there. Originally it is green, but it turns yellow after the test is done. So they'll do this test again in the morning. It's specifically for the sonics. Oh, you read chapter 1. Okay, good. Good. I'm glad you got through it, man. Yeah, that was it's a good introduction. I know it was a boring chapter for you. Here is the washer disinfector. So on this side, we open it, and here I'll tap it. I'll wash my hands on the other side. So here we open it, and then we pull this cart on in this way. No, there's already a cart in there. So this is how we carry the cart. We put it on there. We load it on. Oh, you used my audiobook one, yeah. Yeah, well, that was definitely an easy way to go. And then we close it down. We run it on the instrument cycle. And remember, these 2 doors do not stay open together. So one's closed, one's open at all times. Or they're both closed, obviously, when it's running. So there we have a setting for instrument. So we're not going to run it. There's nothing in there. And there's an extra card over there. And after we go through from decon, here's our little midget hobbit door. We go through here. And here's the sink where I'm going to wash my hands because I touch stuff. Something just fell on my foot. Oh no, this is a foot pedal. Okay, that's good. And then the stuff comes out on this side. It automatically opens the door and pushes it out. If there's something here, it won't push it out, and it yells at us. Beep, 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 gets everyone's attention, and we fix it, and then it's calm again. Coming over from there, we load it up on this cart. Everything on there. We load everything up on here, and we take it over to our assembly area. So this is our assembly area. We wipe it down, obviously. We clean it all off, and we prepare the area. I don't have a tray to show you, but here's a rigid container. Everything actually finished on time today. Everything's early done. So here's a rigid container. that we put trays like this one. Here's an empty tray. So normally it would be full of instruments similar to this. These are some extras, new ones that we have for replacements. So we'd have a tray full of instruments that we would dump out carefully, either one by one or just carefully tipping them over. We have to protect our instruments. We don't want them damaged. Here's a bunch of information on different instruments. And then we put them together. If they don't have a liner, we add these liners. These towels are okay to use. And what else? Oh, here's the CI tape that we use for the steam. This is the CI tape we use for the hydrogen peroxide. All right. So after we put them together, if they go in a rigid container, we put them in this. This is a major tray. This is a robotic minor tray. So these robotics go downstairs to our CVOR. We put them together. We lock them up. On the rigid containers, we use these tamper evidence locks. So they close like this. Can I do this one-handed? Go like this. Oh yeah. It's kind of like a zip tie, if you've ever played with a zip tie. So they lock like that, but it's so thin right here. If you accidentally, when you're carting them away, like on the cart over there, cart them away and it hits a corner or a wall or something, that little tiny part will just snap, and no surgeon or surg tech should accept it with it open because it looks like it's been tampered with. So I'm going to throw away that one that I just used. And after they're done, they are either placed on this, and then we push it into the steam sterilizer if they're to be steamed. If they're not in a container on its own, we send them over here to prep and pack. Sorry, this whole area is kind of like prep and pack. I just keep calling assembly separate, but prep and pack. So here's the pack part. And we have all kinds of sizes of stuff. Here's one over here. So here's something like this. And we always use the envelope method to do it. So if there was oh, you know what? I could actually do one, I guess. I guess I can do one. Where's that tray I took? Tray. Just to show you. Alright. So kind of find the middle. If we need some padding on the bottom, we can take some. Because these things sometimes they're on top of each other, and you know, the corners can tear through. Again, it should not be accepted for surgery if the lining is torn, because the item may no longer be sterile. And we don't want to take that risk with a person's life. So there's that. There should be some CIs inside the tray if you need to cover it. You normally do. And cover it again. Again, I've never done this one-handed, so this is interesting. And then this is steam, so we're going to use the steam CI. Do that. Tape it to the top. And let's see if I can do this ripping one-handed. This is weird. Get the corner. Pull it back. Go over. I'm going to tuck that part under. Now this part, sometimes I leave it, but some people say that you should do this. So I'll just do this for the video. So you have to kind of work backwards and you realize how this is going to be unwrapped. So we're going to make it nice and tight on that side. Oh, this is going to be a challenge. Let's see. Can we get an angle like this? No, you're not going to be able to see it. Alright. So we'll tuck that corner in. We'll wrap it on over. Oh, this is actually not too bad. Surprising myself. That side, and then we tuck this side in. If you've ever wrapped a present for someone on their birthday or for Christmas, then you kind of understand how to do this already. So now we want to get one more piece. And the part we're going to put together is the two pieces we folded over. I wrap much nicer with 2 hands. But it's going to be like that. We can roll this back over a little bit. And then tuck this part in, tuck this part in. There we go. And this is an ugly looking wrap. But pretend it was more beautiful than this. Just live in the moment with me. And so basically, at every fold, we should be hiding the fold underneath. The whole point is to reduce exposure to the items that are sterile. So each wrap is hiding the previous level. This is very loose. If you're deciding to do this, then maybe I shouldn't have, but you get the gist of it. And then we're going to secure each side down. This is not bad for a one-handed job. I gotta say, it's pretty good actually. I thought it was going to be worse. It was terrible, but still not bad. Let's get this side. We put one on each side. So this is not going to unwrap on us. And then one more across the top. If it was a loaner, we'd put it on the side because usually we stock these like this, so we'd see it like that. And then on the top, we'd write da-da-da-da, and then our initials. And we'd take it and we'd set it right here and continue wrapping. Otherwise, it goes straight onto the steam cart, like that. And of course, we want to put heavier items, the rigid containers on the bottom, building up to the wrapped items for reasons of the heat, the conduction, the things that are going to sweat or condense. The condensation is going to form. If it happens, we want to protect our wrapped packs. They will tend to be drier faster, depending on what's inside the wrap packs. I mean, there could be heavy metal items in there too. Oh, so this one just finished. This is one of our Sterile machines, hydrogen peroxide machines. So we get to do that. Popped out a little receipt. This is our newer one, our fancier one. So in here we have some peel packs we just did. We taped the whole darn thing down. What is this? Here's the BI, the biological indicator. Also taped down like it's going through a plane crash. Alright. We gotta find out what those are to mark it later. The cords. I think they are cath lab cables. So we will take the BI. We will crack the BI. So what I did was I combined the spores with the food, and I like to do it this way. I just pop it in there and it says, oh, you want to do a test? Yes. Then it wants to scan it. It says, okay, that's great. And now I put that back in. It's going to want the information a second. That's my name. Yes. Yes, it's yellow. It changed color. They're verifying that too. And here's where I need that information. Oh, I'm holding it. There it is. So this is similar to what I guess many places do, although some of it might be more automated than this. It ran as a standard cycle. Cycle is 2081. None of this is a HIPAA violation. Don't worry. I will end this as soon as I feel that it might be. 44 p.m. Next. Yes. Activated. I've already activated. I cracked it. And so it's saying, okay. Here we go. And so now it says it'll be ready in 15 minutes, the result. And then I will, of course, initial this and write what that was running. So that was this hydrogen peroxide. The steam one, that's still going actually. That runs for about 5 minutes and then dries for 45. These are the extra equipment. You can see there's lots of extra equipment. Very well stocked. A little bit messy on the bottom. That is not even in there. There we go. Those are mostly clamps, hemostats, forceps, many names. Here are your scissors, blades, utility scissors, things like that. Any questions in the chat so far? Let's see. Here are your loaners. So we have loaners that stay on site, obviously. Certain companies we keep on site. These are out because they are ready for, you can see, well, I don't think I should let you see, but they're marked on it for when the surgery is first thing in the morning, whether it's tomorrow or in 2 days. They are set out and ready for the vendors or any personnel who's running that surgery to come here and pick up. That's our little break room. Okay, and then back here is central supply. They grab some stuff that they need to take down to the nurses or any kind of things that they need down on the floors. Our department is separate from sterile processing. We'll handle the instruments. Central supply handles all those kinds of needs. This is our area where loaners come in. They come in and drop stuff off. We sign off on it. There's a Cetrax machine that sets the labels and stuff for the loaners. And then that's the way out. I guess we could go out too. Leaving SPD, we take items from storage. That's our access pad to go into the OR near the desk and stuff, but we're not going there. We're gonna go this way into the locked area. I'll probably remove that from the video. I didn't realize I just put that on. And here is a bunch of stuff. Here are HD cams, and here's special doctor trays. So this is where we put everything. Most of everything goes here. There's ortho stuff. Ortho for bone. And we have major and basic trays, which are included in many surgeries. These are ENT trays, ear, nose, throat. We have some plastics tray there. Certain scopes. Scopes. Lots of extra stuff. Here's an OR. We don't generally ever have to go in here unless it's a delivery. A single instrument needs to be replaced or something, or they're requesting something specific. We need to go in there and talk to them. Yeah, that's I think that's about it. So here's just more storage, and that about covers it when it comes to the end of the line. And then we're back in decon. Oh, I guess the last thing is here's the flash machine that we try not to use, but it is available for emergencies only, as we are tracked how often we use these kinds of things. So there you have it. That is the SPD that I work at. Yours may vary. Other SPDs may vary. Yeah. If you guys think of anything else or anything else you want to see around here, let me know. I will do a little video tour of that too. Okay. See ya.